We're live. It seems like a little glare. Let's just pull up just a little bit. Oh, wait, now I can't see you.
I don't know. That's all right.
Okay.
That's all right. We live.
We live. Oh,
We
okay.
been live,
Okay. Come on in the room, y'all. Come on in the come on in the room. Come on in the room.
We need some light.
I know. I think it needs.
It looks a little dark.
Yeah, it looks a little like blurry.
Let me see if I'll be back.
Okay, Wanda's getting ready to give us some light. Let there be
Let there be
light.
light.
Let there be light. Let there be light. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Join us. We're going to be talking about living abundantly. Living abundantly. All right, she's getting the light. She's getting the light. Before we get started, I just want to thank you all for all of the birthday wishes. You know, I turned 50 on Saturday, and so many of you sent me birthday wishes and loving words of expression. I just want to thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I definitely felt the love. And so as you jump on, if you can press share and like, because you know we're going to be talking about a subject that we often kind of shy away from.
Maybe I should come up there.
Oh yeah, now we can't see you.
You
Come
can't
on.
see me now?
Come on up.
Maybe I should come up.
Come on up. Come on up.
I'm gonna come on
Side
up
by
in the
side.
room.
Come on. Come on in the room. It's still blurry. You see how it's like that?
is.
Okay, but we're gonna go. But if you can let us know where you are joining us from, what city, our state, our country that you are tuning in from. We really appreciate it. But come on in the room and press the share and the like button as we talk about living abundantly.
Abundantly. Sean says, I would love to have you all both as guests on his leadership podcast.
Oh, well, definitely, Sean. Send us an email.
Yeah.
We'd love to do it. We'd love to do it.
Love to.
And so the topic, living abundantly, I pulled it from a book that I wrote a couple years ago called Living from Within. And I wrote a chapter on living abundantly because abundance is something we all want.
Yes.
We all want to live abundantly.
Yes.
But how do we do that? How do we do that? When you look at the Bible, there's a character in the Bible, a person in the Bible called King Solomon. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that King Solomon asks God for is he asks God for wisdom and ideas.
Yes.
Not money.
Yes.
Wisdom and ideas.
Yes.
So often we're asking God for money.
Yes.
God bless me with money, money,
Yes.
money. But God has given us all these brilliant ideas of things that we can do or are supposed to do,
Yes.
but we lay dormant on them.
Yes. The Bible says that he has given us the ability to get wealth. So everything that we need to obtain it is already within us. But what I love about that story is Samson came from a phenomenal king, David, which is one of my favorites. Mm-hmm. And he followed in the way his dad did. He, as you said, he's one of the people in the Bible that use the most wisdom. Yeah. And when God told him that you can ask me for anything, anything that you want, I'm so pleased with you that you can ask me for anything that you want. And most of us would have been like,
I'm like, let me get $1 billion, God. Why?
Cap billion point four.
Exactly.
Right.
There you go.
You know, and he said, I want wisdom to lead your people. You know, and because of that, and God told him, you could have asked me for anything. And because you didn't ask me for that, I'm going to give it to you. And so a lot of times I think when we do ask, we're asking for that instead of asking, how can I? Show me how. Show me what's in me that would bring me the wealth that I desire.
Because, you know, having just wealth without a purpose can be very destructive.
Yes.
If you just have a whole bunch of money, you don't have a purpose, that's an empty space and place to be.
Yes. And then we have to look at, we have to realize that everybody defines abundance differently. You know?
Exactly.
So explain to them what you feel the definition of abundance is.
And so for me, abundance is being able to live the type of life you want to live. It's not about material things. It's not about having a big house and a big car. Because here's the thing about pursuing materialism, because there's a difference between abundance and materialism. Materialism is, I want a bigger house, I want a bigger car. But guess what? As soon as you get that bigger house, you're going to want another bigger house. And so there's never any satisfaction or contentment. Abundance is, I'm content with what is, with what I have. I'm at peace with what is and where I am. And see, here's the thing about abundance. There's so much gratitude in abundance. And many times the key to our abundance and our success is steeped in gratitude. Because I know those times when I have been struggling financially, I forgot to be thankful for so much good that was already existing in my life as is. So that's one of the keys. If you're struggling financially right now, just look at the things that you have to be grateful for.
Are you grateful for where you are? Are you grateful
that you can see?
Well, not necessarily, because maybe you aren't happy with where you are, but grateful for what you do have and where you've come from. I'm not where I'd like to be financially. Oh my God. But looking back, we talked about, you know, having a couple of years where I struggled tremendously and having, you know, eviction notices twice. So being grateful to where I am now, that I'm still in this place, you know, that I still have a business and that I'm still able to run my salon. I'm able to pay my car note, and just being grateful that you're able to pay your bills. They might be late,
exactly,
but you're able to pay them. And what I love about God, he says, if you be faithful over a few things, I'll make you ruler over many. So the thing is, we don't like to start small. We're not grateful for the small things. We want to jump to the big things. And it's like, how can I do that for you if you aren't content and happy and appreciative for what you already have? It's like you got a little car, but you want this big, wonderful luxury car, but you barely wash that one. You barely, you know, have it detailed. You know, you eat in it, you treat it any kind of way, but you want this luxury car. And so how can I give that to you and you're not grateful for what you have right now?
Exactly. And here's the thing also. I remember when I was struggling financially, I felt bad, I felt embarrassed, and I felt desperate. I felt desperate. And anytime you're in a desperate place, you cannot attract abundance.
No.
You cannot attract abundance. And so one of the things that I started doing when I learned to do is that when you are feeling like in a space of lack, the thing to turn that around is to give. Give something. It ain't got to be money. It could be your time. Struggling financially, reconnect. We got disconnected. So when I was struggling financially, I started volunteering at a homeless shelter.
Yes.
And that helped me to get out of that frame of mind that I don't have nothing to give.
Yes.
Because you always have something to
Always.
give. Always. You know, and it's not always about money.
It's not.
It's your time.
Yes.
It's your word. And when you are going through a financial challenge, we got to be very careful with the words that we speak.
Yes.
Because oftentimes we'll speak death into our experience. Oftentimes we'll speak bleakness into our experience. And when I was going through all my financial challenges, most people never knew what I was going through because I didn't talk about it. Because too often when we're going through, we're talking about, Lord, you know, I got this bill, I can't do this, I don't have no money. And you're giving life to the very thing that you no longer want to be tied to. You're giving life to it. And I tell people this all the time. I had to change my language and the words that I spoke. When I was dealing with the financial desert, I stopped saying I was broke.
Okay.
Because that's a state of mind. When you say that you're broke, you are condemning yourself to a condition. And I started using a different language. As opposed to saying I'm broke, I said I was temporarily out of cash.
That's good.
That feels different than broke.
Yes.
Don't nobody want to be broke.
No.
Anybody want to be broke? Don't nobody want to be broke.
We're broke.
And so we have to start speaking life into our situation. And another thing that I learned that was so important when I was going through my drought, it's important to be careful that you make sure you don't let jealousy and envy get a hold of you. Because sometimes we're looking at other people like, oh, they got this and they got that, and look at me, woe is me. You can't position yourself for abundance when you're thinking like that.
So let's stop right there. So one, to live abundantly, it's gratitude.
Gratitude.
So that's number one. Number two would be there's power in your words.
Yes. Yes.
So you have to watch what you're saying, what you're speaking over yourself, because we have no idea that our words attract. And believe it or not, God responds to what you say.
Yeah. It's a boomerang.
Yeah.
The
He
words
responds to what you
yeah,
say.
Yeah.
Because he told Adam, name it, and that's what it'll be.
Yeah.
Come
yeah.
on.
There you go.
Name it, and that's what it will be. That's what I'm going to call it.
Exactly.
If whatever you name it, that's what I'm going to call it.
That's what it will be.
So if you say I'm broke, okay, well I have to.
I'm gonna honor your word.
Yeah.
I'm gonna honor your word.
You're broke. Okay.
I'm gonna honor your word.
You know.
But trust, and that's what I started doing. I started testing it out.
Yes.
Test it out for yourself.
Yes.
Start speaking wealth and abundance in your life,
Yes.
and see how things change.
Turn around.
See how you will feel different.
Yes.
Because we are vibrational beings,
Yes.
and when we start speaking positive, uplifting words, it changes how we feel.
It attracts.
Exactly.
It attracts abundance to you. Finances will be attracted
Exactly.
to you. Before you know it, people will just give
Folks will
to
be calling you like, oh, I got an opportunity for you.
Yes.
But here's the thing, you got to act.
Yes.
You got to do something.
Yes.
Sometimes, we'll start getting calls and then we'll get nervous. Like, uh-oh,
Yeah.
I was asking for abundance, but I
Right.
didn't know it was going to show up like this.
Right.
I just
Right.
wanted a check to come through the mail. I didn't know it was going to show up where I was going to have to do a little something.
So be ready.
Be ready.
So be
Be
ready.
ready.
So one, we have gratitude. Two, we have there's power in your words. And three.
3 is about getting new information.
Okay.
Because in AA, they say that your best thinking got you where you are. Your best thinking got you where you are. So if you don't want to be where you are right now, you got to get some new information so that you can get fresh revelation.
Because you can't change your mindset if you aren't feeding it new information.
New information.
That you said about changing how you spoke and all that, that's learned behavior that you have to continue to do over and over again. You can't do it just once or twice.
Yeah.
You have to do that every morning, but that's learned information, that's learned behavior. And so you have to start feeding
On
your
a regular
mind,
basis,
like
yeah.
getting Harold's book and all.
We got people calling while we broadcasted. Go on
no.
and finish your thought.
What was I saying?
Look, it was good too. Go
Right,
ahead.
see? Oh, well, you have to read. You know,
Yeah.
you have to constantly read. You need to go to seminars.
Yeah.
You need to go to conferences.
Surround yourself by
Yes.
like-minded folks that are
People.
moving forward.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Because if you don't, you will stay stagnant. You will be stuck. So we've already given you 3 keys
Yeah.
to abundance.
Yeah.
And I would add 4. You said to give. To give of yourself doesn't
Yes.
always mean that you have to give money. You can give your time. You can give encouragement. You can
Yes.
give advice. You got clothes in your closet that you know you can't fit.
Yes.
You
You
can't
ain't worn
fit
them
them.
clothes in 3 years. Get them clothes away to somebody that can use
Get
them.
them clothes away, y'all.
Give them away.
Look, clean out the closet
Exactly.
and give them away.
Let it go.
I got some bags of stuff now that I'm gonna give away because I'm gonna lose 20 pounds.
But look, and here's the challenge for most of us, because most of us didn't grow up in wealth. Many of us grew up in situations where there was a poverty kind of mentality,
Yes.
where it was always woe is me,
Yes.
paycheck to paycheck, can't make it. And that's why it's so important to get new information.
Yes.
Get new information
Yes.
so that you can get fresh revelation,
Yes.
so that we are not bind to that old mindset. Because I
Yes.
know for me that was tough.
Yes.
Even when I got wealth, I still didn't feel worthy.
Right.
And then I always was expecting for something to go wrong. I
Right.
was always expecting for something to happen where I was going to lose
Yes.
everything. And so that fear affected my ability to continue to get wealth.
And so how do you start dealing with the fear? You start preparing yourself so that I'm ready when this wealth comes.
Exactly.
So I start reading about finances and savings and bonds and
because you
all
start
type of
acting
stuff.
as
Yes.
if, as you start acting as if, that's how you
Yes,
attract it.
exactly.
That's how you attract it.
So I'm preparing myself
Exactly.
so that when I get this, I will be able to use handle it effectively.
Exactly.
And that's the problem. We want these things, but then if we get them, we don't know how to handle them. So I need to talk to some financial planners, some financial advisors. I need to learn how to invest, all of these things, so that when I get it, I can handle it.
And can I tell you this? I'm just going to be honest. When I started making a whole bunch of money and I had like this big multi-million-dollar contract, I didn't know how to handle it. I was new to money, and nobody in my family had ever had a multi-million-dollar company, so I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. I was buying cars for folks. I was buying things that I didn't need. I wasn't leveraging my wealth. So I went and bought a car, and I paid cash for it, and I paid the sticker price for it. It didn't even dawn on me to leverage. Like, if you have cash,
you can borrow.
Yeah. That wasn't a part of my mindset.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything about investing. I was putting all my money in a savings account. So I was getting about 1%, interest on my money. So it's about getting new information, and it's about surrounding yourself with folks that are wealthy, learning from them.
Yes.
And too often we shy away from that.
Yes.
We shy away from going out of our comfort zone to meet people who may be at a different level than we are. But that's the very place we need to be to position ourselves for wealth and growth.
Let me tell you what I did.
What'd you do?
I started taking etiquette classes. My mom taught us well when we were young, but I knew there were some things that I still needed to know.
Yeah.
So I started taking some etiquette classes because I knew there were some places that I wanted to go. I wanted to sit amongst some wealthy people, dine with some wealthy people. And I didn't want to be embarrassed because I picked up the wrong fork.
Exactly.
Or used the wrong spoon, or I removed the bread from the plate that it was on to eat. You
wanted people to know that you were supposed to
belong
be
there.
You're supposed to be there. Exactly.
If I had $1 in my pocket,
exactly,
I was going to look like I belonged
exactly.
there. And so that's the mindset of someone who wants to obtain wealth.
Exactly.
We start doing the things that are necessary to prepare us for that place.
Exactly.
If you're getting ready to move, you want to move into a place, you don't leave your house the way it is. You have to move by the 1st, and today's the 25th.
Yeah.
You don't leave your house the way it is. You start packing months ago to prepare yourself for that move.
You prepare for elevation.
Yes.
Too many of us are not preparing for elevation. We're talking about going to the next level. We're talking about wanting to have this great business or creating wealth, but we're not preparing for it. We're just talking about it. And you're not going to get there unless you prepare.
No. I mean, if you want, you want this office, you want this office space for your tax business, then you need to start looking. You need to start looking for places. And then this is what you need to start doing. You need to start buying staplers and pictures and file cabinets and things like that to prepare yourself for that office space. Because you know what? I want this. I believe I'm going to have it. I'm going to do the things necessary to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And here, let me just say this for all the folks that are my age and older. I ain't gonna put you in
that. I'm 52. We look good.
But look, don't let your age be a deterrent to you stop dreaming and stop pursuing your goals and your dreams and visions, because there is yet destiny for you.
Yes.
I love the story about, how many of y'all know about Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Yes.
Anybody know about Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Yes.
So Colonel Sanders was 65 years old when he started Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Come on.
And let me tell you why and how he started Kentucky Fried Chicken. He was 65. He had retired from his job that he hated. At 65, he had was getting $150 in Social Security benefit and in retirement. And he realized that that wasn't enough for him to live on. And so at 65, y'all, check this out. He was depressed and was on the verge of committing suicide. And as he went to write his suicide note, he started thinking about all the things that he wished he had done in his life. And one of the things that he wished he had done was he always had a passion for cooking and cooking chicken. And his family had this recipe that they had had for years. And he remembered that as he went to prepare to write the suicide letter. And so he thought, well, maybe I can make a little extra money by selling some chicken to help supplement my retirement. And that's what he started. He started selling chicken door to door, 65 years old.
65 years
Don't
old.
tell me it's too late for you to pursue your dreams and goals. And guess what? He lived to be well over 80. In his 80s, he was a multi-billionaire,
Yeah.
not millionaire, a billionaire with a B. In his 80s. So don't tell me that it's too late for you to start that business, to write that book. If you're 50, 60, 70, start it now. Start it now with what you have. Here's the thing about us pursuing our dreams and vision at any time of our lives is that there are folks watching us. Our children are watching us.
Yes.
Our grandchildren are watching us. We are the example.
Yes.
We are the example.
Yes.
Don't give up. Don't
give
give up. You still have life left in you.
Yes, I
You still
went
have
back
purpose.
to school, went back to college.
Look at that.
Well, let's say I started.
Oh.
That's I need
Yeah.
not go back.
No,
I started college
Yeah.
at the age of 48,
Wow.
getting ready to turn 49.
Wow.
And I am now in my second year of college.
And
but
aren't you
I
on some
waited-
list? Aren't you on some kind of list?
Yes,
What kind of list?
I'm on the president's
She on the
list.
president's list, y'all. She getting all A's.
I'm getting
you
all
know, that's
A's.
what's up.
But what stopped me from going was because I struggled in school. I struggled in school, and I thought it was crazy for me to want to go back to college. And then especially at my age.
Destiny is always crazy. Destiny and dreams always look and sound crazy.
It does. And why would I want to go back to college at this age and knowing that I struggled in high school? And I won't say it's been easy, but it has been an amazing journey. It has been an amazing, and it's okay to be.
Pat yourself on the back. It keeps getting, okay, we're back.
It's okay.
We're back.
But it's okay. Sometimes we feel like it's wrong to be proud of ourselves.
Yeah.
But I am so proud of myself.
We got to
you know?
learn how to encourage ourselves and root ourselves along this journey.
Yeah, so abundance, still talking about abundance today. Abundance, living abundantly would be living your dreams.
That's it.
Doing things that you thought that you couldn't do.
You never do.
Striving to reach goals and have visions and attain those visions that you thought were not obtainable. And if we could say anything to you today is please don't think that it's too late for you.
That's right.
You know, your age, your situation, your reality right now means that you can't.
Because look, you know what? You know your best is yet to come.
Yes, it is.
And you got to believe it. You got to believe it. And once you believe it, guess what? There it is.
Yeah, you
there
can
it is.
achieve it.
There it is.
You can achieve it. All you have to do is starts with your belief. It's your mindset. It is your mindset that is going to determine how far you go in life. So I believe anything that you want to do, you can do it. I would ask you today, what are you passionate about? What drives you? What is it that you could do, that you could get paid for, but you could also do it for free? That is what you need to be doing.
Because living abundant is not, I got a 6-figure job that I hate. That is not living abundant.
No.
Living abundant is not, I have, a Mercedes and a $3 million house, but I hate what I'm doing every day.
Right.
That's not abundant. That's not abundant living.
That's not abundant
That's
living.
not abundant living. And see, you can live on purpose.
Yes.
You can have a life of purpose and a life of abundance. But you got to believe it. You got to trust yourself. You got to trust yourself to know that, first of all, that I'm worthy to live my dreams and my visions. And that with God on my side, I can do anything. Don't play God short. With God on your side, there ain't nothing you cannot do. I see Derek said, I did it and graduated at 34. I had trouble in high school. That's what's up, Derek. That's right.
Wonderful.
That's
Derek.
what's up,
Wonderful.
Derek.
See?
And so, don't forget to like and share this video. We're not going to stay on long. We just wanted to come on real quickly just to encourage you that you have within you all that you need to live an abundant life.
Anybody has any questions?
Anybody? Oh, Wanda want to know if anybody got any questions before we go.
Before we go.
And before we go, let me remind y'all, in about 10 days, we're going to be in the ATL at the You Are Enough Empowerment Tour. If you have not gotten your ticket, you better go get it like today. Don't delay. It's going to be a powerful evening of inspiration, information, and networking. Yes. It's going to be the thing to ignite you to your next level. Yes, to give you those tools and information that you need to go to that next level, to elevate, Yes. You know, oftentimes we wait to the last minute to do something, or we talk ourselves out to doing something. Yes. Like, I'm gonna spend that money. I ain't gonna get no ticket to the You Are Enough Empowerment. I'm gonna give me some new shoes. Yeah. Well, let me tell you, them new shoes are not gonna elevate you to the next level. You know, so we want to see you there.
Yes, we have vendors.
We got vendors there.
We have vendors there.
We got this cake vendor. I'm really excited. You know, I'm not trying to lose a couple of pounds before I get there, so I can eat some cake. But in order to get tickets, go to www.youareenoughnow.com. And then also, I wanted to share with you guys that Wanda has just started her own academy. Oh, she just started her own academy.
I have.
Tell them about your academy before we go.
I'm a hairstylist, and so I do a lot of advanced education and training, and so I have started the ICD Phase 2 Training Academy. And you can look into it if you know any stylists or barbers that need to enhance their craft. So often we aren't balanced in our field. Hairstylists can only do, I'm going to say, one race. And we should be able to do everybody. Barbers only deal with men, and even if they cut ladies, we look hard. And so I work with stylists, barbers, and students to help them balance their career. I also do salon management as well. So if you want more information about that, you can go to inspirationalcuts.academy. Inspirationalcuts.academy. Or you can just go to my Instagram page, Ms. Cuts and Designs. That's MZCUTZN Design. And that's on Instagram. Anybody in your family that's a hairstylist, a student, or a barber. And what's amazing about it is my academy is mobile. So I can come to you anywhere in the United States and set up classes.
That's what's up. Go on, Wanda L Floyd.
That was my dream. See, that was my dream. That was my goal. That was my destiny. And so I started working towards all of that at the end of 2015 and worked on it diligently all of 2016, website, all of that.
And now it's execution time. Now it's execution time.
So, yeah.
And it's execution time for you too. It's time for you to execute those dreams and visions that you have been harboring in your heart and your mind. It's time to execute. And so nobody has any questions? No questions? No questions?
No questions at all.
So we want to ask you to like and share this video. If there's anybody that you know that need to be encouraged, to be reminded that it's not too late, that their dreams are still viable, that their dreams still can come true at whatever age you are, to remind them that your best is yet to come.
And you can live abundantly because you are enough.
You are enough. Yes. And like I always like to say, that your my James Baldwin quote.
Come on. Wait, I don't have no crown.
Look, your crown has already been bought and paid for. All you gotta do is put on your crown, baby. All right, we will see you next time. I guess we have one more time before we're in Atlanta. See you on the next one.
Who are you?
My name is Harold Leffall.
And I'm Wanda L Floyd.
We forget that y'all may not know who we are. We thank y'all for tuning in today, and y'all have an amazing day.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to push finish.
Sorry.